Welcome back, everybody, to Empyrion Galactic Survival Alpha 9. I'm an Oldguy Gaming, and we are on the moon of Garak. Couldn't remember the name for a second. Looking for cobalt and pentaxid and promethium and all that good stuff. So I've uncovered the whole planet. There's only 2 cobalt deposits on this planet. One of them we're going to hit right now. We're going to take out that drone and get it, but the other one is near an armory, so that one might be a little trickier to get to. So let's do the easier one first, and then we'll decide if we should try and risk hitting that other one. There's an armory next to that pentaxid too. We should be able to hit this promo easily. That's a supply station. I don't really care about silicon iron or iron. It's mostly promethium, so we can get that promo too. But there's two more promos left, and I hit one promethium and I hit one magnesium off camera before I eventually uncover the whole moon. So anyway, if we do mine those out, then the players in this system will have meteorites, which is always better than deposits anyways, if we decide to do that. But right now, our immediate goal is to hit this cobalt deposit. And we do have a drone down here that we're going to have to deal with. So let's take him out. I don't have a whole lot of ammo left in the ship here. So I'm trying to be as conservative as possible. We got another drone coming in over here too. So it might be that we just grab this deposit and then just take off. Again, solely for the fact that I don't have a lot of ammo with me. Where's he at? Are we like directly above him? Oh, there he is. Okay. Okay, so I think that takes care of any drones in the immediate area. Let's go ahead and level out here. But it's a little tricky, mining the way I'm doing it, because you really have to constantly be on the lookout for drones. Oh, that gives us a little more ammo. That's always good. Let's put that in here. That's actually very good, because we're super low on that stuff. This guy probably doesn't have 15 mil ammo, but he might. Let's check it out. It's got sniper ammo. Why would a cannon drone have sniper ammo? I don't know. Kind of weird. Okay. So, let's see. Cobalt is right here. It's just a small deposit, but it should get us pretty decent amount to get started with. So I'm going to leave the ship running, and like I said, we're just going to have to be very alert for new drones showing up here. Let's take a hit at O2 as well. That all topped off there. Okay. We took very, very minor fire damage from the drone base. Nothing I'm too concerned of, but since we're here, let's go ahead and repair anyway. And it was a rear hit, so it looks like everything else should be okay from what I can tell. Okay, so we're going to stand right on the cockpit so we can immediately get into it. If we get attacked, and leave the ship running. Oh, I should check and make sure what our fuel level is. We're doing good. Let's just top it off anyway, just to be on the safe side there. Alright, let's hit this cobalt. Hold still, drone. Hold still. It's 12 meters down, so that's not too terribly deep. I don't know if it's just me or not, but it seems like the deposits on the moon are deeper than the ones on the planet. Not sure if that's a thing or not, but yeah, we just got to keep popping out periodically every so often and make sure we don't have any new drones coming. Because if they show up on the edge of my radar, they're almost already too close. We only have a matter of seconds to get into our cockpit and get off the ground before they start firing. So it's a bit of a precarious scenario, but we can make it work. We just got to be alert. Alright, so far so good. And then we'll have to assess whether or not it's worth the risk to try and get that other cobalt deposit next to the supply station. It just really depends upon if that supply station has actual turrets. Some of the new POIs don't have the same armaments that they used to in Alpha 8. That's what I've been told anyway. I haven't experienced that for myself yet. I can definitely tell you that the drone base still has turrets, because that's what shot at me. Alright, nothing new. But even this little deposit here will probably get us enough to get us what we need to get to another planet. We primarily need it for building the warp drive and the warp tank for the small vessel. Shouldn't be too much longer, and we'll have this thing cleared out. So far, so good. Still 60% of the ore left in here. Wow. Okay. Well, you know what? I think I'll go ahead and cut the camera here then, and then I'll bring you guys back when I have this completely cleaned up and we are airborne again. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. And we're at the other cobalt deposit, and we have an armory down there. I guess what we're going to do is we're going to very carefully get a little closer to this, and if it starts firing on us, then we're going to get the hell out of Dodge. This is super risky. I know these things definitely used to have guns on them in Alpha 8. There's no reason to believe they don't in Alpha 9 either, but let's just see what happens when we get closer. Well, it certainly doesn't have anything with real long range. Okay. Any drones in the area? All right. Well, I guess we can mine this thing. Oh, we do have a drone. We have a cannon drone down here. Let's just wait for a second and see what he's going to do. He doesn't seem to be coming towards us, so he might just be on a patrol. Okay, he disappeared from view, so let's grab a couple energy bars, and then we'll start mining here. We got 304 ore out of that other deposit, which isn't bad. Alright, that drone's not coming back so far. Okay, let's do this. Ground drill. This one's 15 meters down, so it's a little deeper than the other one was. I'm just I'm just a little nervous being that close to that base. But I mean, if it had, you know, the usual turrets, we already would have been fired on way before we got this close. So whatever it does have, it doesn't have those. So this is a small deposit as well. So it'll probably give us about the same amount of ore as the other one. So we'll have a total of 1,200 when we're done, and that should give us a healthy amount of cobalt. Probably all we're going to need for quite some time, in fact. And so what we'll do is we'll take this all back down to the base on the planet and build ourselves a small vessel warp engine and a warp tank, and then we can take off to the neighboring planets in search of Sathium. Once we get ourselves a good supply of Sathium, then we'll head on back to Cauldron, our home planet, and take things back from there. So that's the plan, Stan. That's the plan. And once we clean this deposit out, then the moon should get cobalt meteorites, which will make it easier for Stock and everybody else that plays on this planet to get cobalt when they need to. I don't know if I'm going to mine out the rest of the stuff, though. I might try and hit the other pentaxids if I can get to them, just because I need it, and then they'll get pentaxid meteorites as well. But the magnesium and the promethium, I think we're just going to leave here. There's only one other mag deposit anyway. Well, that's weird. It says there's two, but I mined one out, so I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. Because see, I've got 67 there, so we did mine one. I don't know why that's not registering, but whatever. Okay, so we have 70% ore left. This is going to take me a little while longer. So the plan is, I'm going to finish this up, and then I'm going to go hit this pentaxid, assuming I can get to it without getting fired upon from the supply station. And then there's one more pentaxid right here, next to another armory. We'll hit that, and I think that's all we'll do on the moon here. And so that will then provide pentaxid and cobalt meteorites for everybody else when they come here, and get us everything we need to move on to the next stage, which is making that warp drive. So, alright guys, I will bring you back probably when I'm back on the planet and ready to start working on building that warp drive, okay? So we'll see you in a little bit. Alright guys, we're back at the base here on Garak. Set our ship down here. Let me get my timer started. Alright. So yeah, we cleaned out all the pentaxid and all the cobalt on the moon, and so now it should get meteorites for the next people that need to go up there and get stuff. So we have quite a bit of stuff that we got off of that ship that we looted, so really nice, including a medium set of armor and an EVA boost and a multi-boost and a jetpack boost. So we need to actually build ourselves an armor station so that we can put that on. So let's get all of this stuff in here, not the ammo, just the components and the resources. I guess we'll put this gun in here for now too. Let's put the ammo in here. And I want to get an armor station going so we can put that nice shiny suit of armor on. Oops. And then we'll get the rest of the stuff out of the ship here. kind of missed the... Oh, is that it? Is that the take all button? It is the take all button. Nice. Okay, I was just going to say I missed the take all button, but it's there. Let's go ahead and top the fuel off in the oxy. In fact, I need to fill my oxygen up. Anyway. Oh, you want the power on, huh? I think I just switched the power off on the base. So we'll just get our oxygen filled up so it's full for our next foray into space. And let's also put the rest of this oxygen in here, and let's put the fuel in here too. We'll take that into the base. Okay, good. Alright, so there's my armor station. Yeah, that was a nice little haul of stuff there. Let's grab those. And I guess we'll put the armor station right here. What's going on here? It's not letting me select it. Uh-oh. Did we just disconnect from the server? I can't switch weapons. That usually means I've disconnected and I just don't know it yet. Darn. Well, here. Let's log out. And then go back to here. Join a game. The server's up. Huh, I don't know. That was strange. Wouldn't let me change anything out of my toolbar. Not sure what's up with that, but whatever. Alright, well, we'll let this load back in. Maybe it was just a momentary desync or something. And if I would have waited longer, it would have come back, but you never know. Your armor protects you against hostile environments. Alright. There we go. Now we're back in business. Excuse me for yawning. I haven't slept real well because I've been sick. It sucks. Alright, so let's take this armor off and put the medium on. Look at that. That looks good. And we'll put an EVA boost in. We'll put a multi-boost in. And a jetpack boost. Excellent. We're moving up in the world, guys. We're moving up in the world. This we'll just put in here for now, I guess. Alright, let's put those fuel packs in here. We have barely enough power. That ship isn't running, is it? No. I'm probably just listening to the Jenny. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to make a warp drive and a warp tank for our ship. When that's finished, we want to make I don't think we need to really make anything else. We could probably make a few more drill charges. Let's put the T1 multi-tool in here. Probably, yeah, we'll probably make a few more charges and then we'll just make a bunch of fuel with the promethium that we have. So let's do that. Let's see, this is output count of 5. So that'll give us 10 more of those and maybe 5 more of those. And then the rest will be, like I said, we'll just make a bunch more fuel. Man, let's make... I don't know if I want to burn all of the promethium. Let's save 50. We'll save 50. And then we'll just make however many more we can with that. I think I'll take the extra and just put it in the storage container here on the ship for now. Okay. And then I need to make more ammo for the ship too. So let's get some of that going. 15 millimeters. Output count of 100. That'll give us 1,000, 2,000. Let's go with 2,000 rounds on that. And then, after that, we will make ingots. So we want to go here. And let's just make a crap ton of cobalt ingots. We'll make whatever silicon we can, and we'll make whatever iron we can, and we'll make whatever copper we can. Oh, wait a minute. No. Before we do that, I'm not thinking here. We got to make our pentaxid so we can warp. Let's get all this back out of here. We'll just make as much of that as we can, and then we'll queue up the cobalt. We'll queue up 3 stacks. I don't know if I have that much, but then we'll just queue up whatever we can on silicon, whatever we can on iron. I don't think I have a lot of that stuff anyway, but we have some, and a lot of copper. Okay. Warp engine and warp core are finished. Let's grab both of those. And we're just going to plop these on wherever. It doesn't really matter. Let's get our drone out. And our multi-tool. And we're going to... Well, actually, can we just put this thing right here? Just flip it that way and pop it right down on top. What if we just put it like that? I know that's kind of weird because of the blocks there. Well, we could take these blocks off, I suppose. That should let it just sit flat now on there. There we go. That's a little better. I mean, it's not centered, but that's just because of the way the ship is itself. Can't do anything about that. Can we put the tank right next to it? Yes, we can. We'll just pop the tank right there. Okay. That'll get us where we need to go. We just have to be super, super careful that we don't get shot. I suppose we could try and put some blocks around it to give it a tad bit of protection. Excuse me. Gazoon tight. To do that, though, we're going to have to... Do we have materials to do something like that? Yeah, we've got a pretty decent supply of iron. So we could... I guess we could make some blocks. Not hardened steel, though, because I don't have sathium for that. We'll just make, let's just queue up 100 of these, I guess. And we'll try and come up with some way of covering those so they have, you know, at least a little bit of protection, rather than have them completely exposed. Because if we get off onto another planet and we lose either one of those devices, we're screwed. Absolutely hosed. We'd be marooned there. So anyway, all right. Well, I have to wait for all this stuff to cook up. It's going to take a little while to do that. So I think what we'll do is, how much time do we have left? Yeah, it's close enough. I think we can go ahead and just end the episode here. All right, guys. So when I come back in the next episode, the plan will be for us to take off to one of these planets, either Icodonus or Vuel, I guess is what you would call that, Vuel, because those are the two that are within range of our warp drive. This looks like it's probably an ice planet, just from looking at it here. And ice planets usually have quite a bit of sath. And it's my guess that that's also a class 4, whereas Icodonus looks like it might be... Whoop. I don't know what kind of planet that would be. A rocky barren planet, maybe? But it's also got a moon, and it looks like it's a class... Yeah, it could be a class 4 too, actually. It's hard to say. There's Cauldron there. But Cauldron's kind of in a little pocket. What we have to do is turn the map this way. So you can only get to it from... See, there's Thermal and Cauldron. But you have to get out of this pocket there, you have to go all the way to Zeot and then come up here. There's not a space lane out of there, which in one sense doesn't really make sense, but I guess it is what it is. So anyway, so yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll plan on going to Icodonus in the next episode, and hopefully we'll find some Sath there. And if we do, we'll get as much of it as we can, and then we'll basically grab all of our stuff and head back to Cauldron and build our warp shuttle, our capital warp shuttle, so that then we can go a lot further in advance and get to the point where we can then start working on our capital vessel, our big capital vessel, which, as I mentioned in the last episode, I am going to spawn it back in once I'm ready to do so. I'm not going to gather up the resources to rebuild it from the factory, because I've already done that in survival mode, but we will gather the resources we need to complete it from the point that it currently is. We'll do that in survival mode, and it is my hope and intention to finish that capital vessel here in Alpha 9 in this season, so that it's then available for us to go explore the galaxy. Remember, we have 53 planets and 100 and some odd total play fields on this world, so we've got a lot to explore, and I'm really excited to do that. So, all right, you guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Come and hang out with us on Discord if you want to, and come and hang out with me on a live stream. I do live stream several times a week on Twitch. You can find the links to both of those places in the About section of the YouTube channel. And I live stream Empyrion, specifically on Wednesday nights on the normal schedule. All right, have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.